The web is a great source for news, so we'll begin our browsing by visiting the New York Times website. One way to get to a web page is to type and enter its address, also known as its URL, here in the address box. We click in the box and type the URL of the page we want, www.nytimes.com. Then we press Enter, and the page displays. Web pages may display faster or slower on your computer depending on the speed of your modem and your internet connection. This is the New York Times home page. The phrases your home page and the home page are used in different ways when we talk about the web, so it's important to avoid confusion. There's the browser home page, which displays automatically when you open your browser. There's the site home page, sometimes called the start page, which is the first page that displays when you view a web site. And there's your personal home page, which is the first page of your own website if you have one. The New York Times website homepage contains headlines, articles, pictures, and ads. Many of these items are connections to information on other pages. These connections are called hyperlinks, often simply referred to as links. Clicking a hyperlink takes you to the connected page. For example, to see the full text of this article, we can click on this link. When we do, the page displays. The address of the page displays in the address box. The web pages within sites often have complex addresses, especially in large sites that have a lot of pages. To see all of a web page, we can use the scroll bar to move down the page and back up again. When we want to go back to pages we viewed previously, we click the back button in the browser toolbar. The forward button will move us forward through the pages we've visited. Hyperlinks are often text, like this. Text links are usually underlined and in a color that's different from the other text on the page. Links you visited recently generally display in another color. Links can also be graphics. This picture is a link to the article it goes with, and this ad is a link to the advertiser's website. Text can also be placed on a web page as a graphic and then used as a link, like this headline. Links can even have screen tips like this one. The mouse pointer changes to a hand to indicate that you're pointing at a hyperlink, and the address of the linked page displays in the status bar. The mouse pointer normally displays as an I-beam when you point to regular text, and it displays as an arrow when you point to a regular graphic. A graphic can be divided into a number of separate links, like this site index, which lists the sections on the site. When we click on the business link, the business page displays. To see more of the page, we'll scroll down, this time using the keyboard. The down arrow and up arrow keys move us down and up the page. This page shows stock market information and includes a feature where you can type in stock symbols and get quotes. To get back to the previous page using the keyboard, we hold the Alt key and press the right arrow key. Alt left arrow would move us forward. Here are a couple more keyboard shortcuts that make browsing easier. You may have noticed earlier that even though we typed in www.nytimes.com, the browser automatically displays the address with http:// in front and another / at the end. This is the complete address for this page, but with most browsers we can just start with www and we can skip the final /. And with some browsers we can often type even less. For example, to get to the Money Magazine website, we click in the address box to select the address and we just type and enter money.com. If this name were specialized enough, we could even skip the .com. We press enter and the page displays. This site is full of financial information, especially about investing. Notice how different the actual web address is. Some web pages have more than one address that connects to them. Here's another shortcut for getting to web pages. Many browsers keep track of pages you've recently visited. When you start typing an address that matches one of these, the browser completes the address for you. If this isn't the address you want, keep typing. If it is, just press enter. A final note about web addresses and their case. Most of the time, you can type the main part of a web address in lower or uppercase. So, for example, you could type this address in all lowercase, all caps, or a combination. But when there's extended address information called the path after the .com or .net or whatever, like this, that part of the address usually has to be in all lowercase.